On our last episode, we were working on getting fuel back to the pit stop inn. And while we waited on that third tank to be tested, it was time to tackle another important hurdle. You see, we bought the pit stop inn completely as is. And what that means is we assumed all the liabilities, good or bad.
Now, we really don't know what this place has in store for us, but what we do know is that with God's help and your guys' help and just the community,
it was a true gamble buying a property that had basically sat unused for nearly 2 decades.
Followed by whatever we're going to do on that back room.
And y'all have probably noticed that I've been bringing buckets of water into this place almost every day. Well, but can anyone guess why we have buckets of water? I hope you took a wild guess. But if you guess it's because we have no water, then you're exactly right. Now, I've been told that having to drill a new well out here could be a pretty expensive proposition, possibly tens of thousands of dollars. The reason being, this whole area is sitting on top of caves, and I've heard some pretty crazy stories about what can happen when you're drilling around here, including stories of equipment actually being swallowed up by the ground. Now, whether every one of those stories is true or not, one thing I know for sure, I really didn't want to have to drill a brand new well. So we started walking the property looking for anything that might give us a clue about the existing water system. And that's when we found this, a manhole. And inside, it appeared we had found our well. So the first thing I wanted to know was whether we even had power going to the pump. We tested the wiring and there was no power. So we had another hurdle to overcome. At the same time, we finally got power connected back to the building, and then we got the keys to this little secret door. And believe it or not, behind this door was our pump room. So we opened it up, found the breaker, and flipped it on. And boom, we had power going to the pump.
Yeah.
But
if there's any water,
we still didn't have any water.
this is what happens when you buy something.
At that point, we knew the pump was going to have to come out. And this is where things got interesting. Our new friend Garland came over with his boom truck. We started by cutting the piping at the top of the pump.
Oh yeah, that ain't working. We need a pipe. That joker's tight.
And working on these old rusty bolts holding the flange together.
Hey, you got the big guns.
Big boys.
And once we finally got everything loose, it was time to hook up the boom and see if we could actually get this thing out. The only problem was, we had absolutely no idea how deep this pump was. And my good friend Stuart jumped in to help us out.
Depending on if it tries to push, once it hits this, you'll have to put your foot on that to keep it from trying to flip down into the hole.
So we started pulling. Then we'd have to stop, reposition, pull some more, and we kept going back and forth for probably 20 minutes. But finally, after approximately 180 feet, we got her out.
She looks pretty good. Say it is probably burn up because it's stopped though.
And let's just say, she wasn't exactly in the greatest of shapes.
I wouldn't even mess with this because this is so old.
Yeah.
I would just buy a new one with the check valve already in it.
Yeah.
After getting a good look at it and diagnosing the problem, we realized pretty quickly that this pump was toast. So now we had another problem to solve. We needed a new well pump, and hopefully, once we get that new pump in the ground, we'd finally have water back at the pit stop inn.
Now, I'm not gonna throw away the pump. I'm actually gonna hang it somewhere. Maybe in a room, maybe in the store. Maybe I do like a little hunt once we do opening day to see who could find it. We're not throwing that bad boy away. That's nostalgia. So we went on the hunt for the new pump to our local Lowe's, and we're gonna have the chance to use the gift card given to us by the realtor who sold us the property. Got my helper. Do you know where the well pumps are?
Yep. Deep well or on the surface?
Deep well.
What horsepower?
3/4, 2-wire.
There's a 3/4 right there, 2-wire right there.
3/4, 2-wire, 4-inch. Yep, that's it. That's the bad boy we need. Grab it, Gabe.
You strong enough to take this?
Yeah, he should be.
That is heavy.
That joker was like 100 and something feet deep.
That's a piss ant in a rainstorm compared to some of them.
Bro, yeah, I seen like 350.
That'll make you go nuts.
Ain't that the truth? So we also ended up picking up a new pressure switch, followed by some 2x4s that we're gonna need for another project. Probably was the original one put in, don't know. But we got this one from Lowe's yesterday, as you guys seen. And I didn't check this out, but it only has 1-year warranty. So the more I looked into it, Home Depot has the same one, but they got a 5-year warranty. So guess we're gonna have to take another road trip. So we were back on the road, and we have to make 2 stops, one to Lowe's to return the item and one to Home Depot to get it. But this travel is beautiful, and we also get to go through the shortest tunnel in the world, known as the Backbone Rock. So we made it back to the store, and it was time to return this joker. I mean, I'm getting deja vu all over again, just the fact that I was here yesterday. Still can't believe that this only has a 1-year warranty, and by the time the store is open, it'll probably be already expired. So hopefully we could get this returned without an issue. So that was a smooth sailing transaction. We got the refund. Even the lady there working at the store, she was telling me that she don't blame me for the 1-year, 5-year. So glad we did our research, and hopefully this all works out. So our next stop was Home Depot. By the way, this is about an hour and 15 minutes away from the store. So the trips over here have to be methodical. Now this time around, I'm just gonna go ahead and gun it from the hip and try to find the pump myself. We located it, aisle 6. And as you can see, guys, this has the same price as the other ones, but it has a 5-year warranty, which I'm happy about. Well, we got what we needed. So we're gonna have to postpone our pump install for the next episode, because today we have our final tank being tested. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say that I'm not nervous, but I believe that if the other 2 were good, that God's gonna give us the victory, and that third one will be just fine as well. That's the big joker. That's the 4,000 gallons. And if that passes, then we will have a total of 8,000 gallons of fuel. So all that's left to do right now is just sit and wait for that technician to get here, and hopefully by the end of today, we'll have the best news ever. So the technician arrived, and once and for all, the what ifs, the myths, and the legends about these fuel tanks were gonna be solved. Were they gonna pass, or were they gonna fail? We were about to find out. So what do you think happened? Did we pass, or did we fail? Well, all I can say is that we went out and had some dinner with some good friends and celebrated the victory, because the tanks passed. Thank you for everyone along on this journey of the Pit Stop Inn.